A vast blue sky, towering red cliffs, winding canyons, and snow-capped peaks hugging the horizon. Like another world entirely, this is the Colorado Plateau, a land of striking geography, oasis towns, and rich culture stretching across more than 130,000 square miles, roughly the size of Finland. It spans the southwestern corner of the United States, covering large portions of Colorado, Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico. The region is famed not just for its dramatic scenery, but also for its hidden small towns, remote, quiet, and irresistibly charming. Beyond the long, winding miles it takes to reach them, each town tells its own story, some born from silver mining, others thriving on fruit orchards, and a few growing in the shadow of monumental natural wonders. On this journey, we'll explore 15 of the most enchanting remote towns in the Colorado Plateau. Ready to begin? We start in Ouray, nicknamed America's Switzerland, and it's easy to see why. Nestled deep in the majestic San Juan mountains, the town sits in a narrow valley framed by sheer cliffs and snowy peaks, a view that feels almost unreal. Down its main streets, the history of silver mining lingers, told through preserved Victorian-era buildings. But the real draw is the setting: summer waterfalls, hiking trails climbing to the high country, and natural hot springs that stay inviting even when snow is falling. With fewer than 1,000 residents, life here moves at an easy pace, punctuated by warm greetings from neighbors. For many visitors, Ouray is more than a stop. It's the kind of place that makes you feel at home. From the mountains, we descend into a warm valley scented with ripe fruit, Palisade, set at the foot of the Book Cliffs, a massive rock wall shielding it from strong winds. With about 2,000 residents, its reputation reaches far beyond its size. Known as Colorado's peach capital, the town produces peaches famous for their sweetness and juiciness. Vineyards spread across the valley, offering tours and tastings that draw wine lovers year-round. In summer, the streets come alive with fruit festivals, farmers markets, and live music. When the sun sets, its golden light reflects off the cliffs, painting an unforgettable scene. If Palisade wows you at first glance, Paonia wins you over with its spirit. This creative village in the North Fork Valley thrives on its fertile soil, growing fruit, vegetables, and fresh ideas side by side. Each year, Cherry Days and the Mountain Harvest Festival bring artists, musicians, and craftspeople from across the region. The weekly market in the town square is where locals trade fresh produce alongside stories and laughter. The air carries the scent of earth and orchard, and the friendly community draws many newcomers to settle here. Home to about 1,500 people, Paonia is calm but never dull. At night, the stars feel close enough to touch, with music drifting softly from porches and patios. Next, we travel to a town tucked at the end of a canyon. Born during the 19th century silver boom, Telluride is now far better known as an international destination for art and outdoor sports. Set at the head of a box canyon, the town is framed by peaks soaring over 14,000 feet. Every corner feels like a movie backdrop, from lush hiking trails in summer to snow-dusted streets in winter. The calendar is packed year-round with music, film, and food festivals, while ski season draws thousands of winter sports enthusiasts. Despite its fame, Telluride still keeps its small-town warmth, with locals greeting you by name and lively, independent shops lining the streets. From a festival-filled valley, we head to a place that will wow any visitor, Fruita, just outside Colorado National Monument. Known as a mecca for mountain bikers, it's home to epic routes like the Kokopelli Trails, offering both challenge and jaw-dropping views. The town also has a quirky side, with events like the Mike the Headless Chicken Festival, full of humor and hometown camaraderie. Even with a population of about 14,000, people here still know each other by name. In the evenings, the orange glow of the cliffs washes over the town, creating a cozy atmosphere even as the air turns crisp. Of all the towns on our list, Fruita is the largest, yet it blends an adventurous spirit with a close-knit feel that makes visitors want to return. Still in Colorado Southwest, not far from Mesa Verde National Park, sits the town of Cortez, a gateway to the ancient cliff dwellings of the ancestral Puebloans, some hundreds of years old. Its roughly 8,700 residents live side by side with a heritage that's priceless. The main street is lined with artisan shops, museums, and restaurants serving local flavors. Beyond town, open grasslands stretch toward distant mountains, adding a peaceful backdrop to the area's rich history. For those who love both culture and nature, Cortez offers a rare blend, a stopover that bridges the past and the present. After exploring ancient traces, we now head to a high mountain town with a unique record. Sitting at more than 10,000 feet above sea level, Leadville is the highest incorporated city in the United States. Once a bustling silver mining hub, it's now a paradise for mountaineers and history buffs alike. Home to roughly 2,600 residents, Leadville life unfolds in thin, alpine air, surrounded by towering peaks of the Rocky Mountains, a setting as challenging as it is breathtaking. Historic buildings scattered throughout downtown tell vivid stories of its mining boom days. In summer, hiking trails draw visitors eager to explore the rooftop of America, while in winter, the landscape transforms into a dazzling blanket of snow. Remote as it is, Leadville thrives on a strong sense of community, giving it a warm spirit despite the cold, crisp air. Heading down into gentler terrain, we arrive in the small town of Mancos. It may sound unfamiliar, but in early 2025, it was named the most charming small town in Colorado. Just a few miles from the legendary Mesa Verde National Park, Mancos has about 1,200 residents and radiates a laid-back vibe, framed by lush valleys and rolling hills. Its main street is lined with art galleries, antique shops, and cozy cafes, reflecting its reputation as a creative hub where artists and artisans settle. Here, Native American heritage blends seamlessly with the rural, modern lifestyle. Each morning, The sunrise bathed the valley in golden light, offering every passerby a reason to pause and simply take it in. From the green valleys of Mancos, the next stop takes us to a high-altitude experience of a different kind. Silverton was born during the gold and silver rush, perched more than 9,000 feet above sea level. The town is encircled by the dramatic San Juan peaks and spends much of winter under a blanket of snow. Though small, Silverton draws winter sports enthusiasts and travelers seeking the famous Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad, a true bucket list ride. Brightly painted wooden buildings in the historic downtown preserve its authentic Old West character, giving visitors a glimpse into a rugged yet colorful past. After circling around Colorado, let's step just beyond its borders. While technically outside the state, Taos is still very much part of the Colorado Plateau's allure. One of its most captivating landmarks is Taos Pueblo, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that has been continuously inhabited for over 1,000 years, preserving traditions that span a millennium. Taos is also home to a thriving art community that has flourished since the early 20th century and continues to thrive with today's contemporary generation. Downtown is dotted with galleries, lush gardens, studios, and colorful murals, all set against the stunning backdrop of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. Winter brings skiers to the slopes, while summer draws hikers and photographers eager to capture its beauty. Back in Colorado, we stop in a glamorous mountain town that still manages to feel welcoming. Aspen is famous as a luxury ski destination, attracting wealthy visitors seeking an exclusive experience, complete with world-class amenities, challenging slopes, and a vibrant atmosphere. While it transforms into an outdoor paradise in summer, winter never stops its residents from gathering, celebrating, and enjoying life. Perched at around 8,000 feet, Aspen is surrounded by breathtaking peaks. Yet here's the appealing twist. Despite its high-profile image, Aspen has a warm, down-to-earth side. Friendly locals, a weekly farmers market, and hiking trails open to everyone, setting it apart from many other upscale destinations. Now we head to Arizona, to a town steeped in a sense of calm and spirituality. With its iconic red rock formations, Sedona is both mesmerizing to the eyes and soothing to the soul. Situated on the edge of the plateau, Sedona is known as a center of spiritual energy, thanks to numerous vortex sites believed to bring inner peace. Around 9,700 residents live surrounded by scenery that shifts in color with the moving sun. Art, galleries, and cultural festivals are woven into daily life here. Hiking in Sedona offers a one-of-a-kind experience, especially with a stop at one of its landmarks, the Chapel of the Holy Cross, where the spiritual atmosphere is almost tangible. Every step reveals a new angle of this dramatic, awe-inspiring landscape. From the red rock energy, we head into Utah to a town often called Little Hollywood. That nickname isn't just for show. Thanks to its desert landscapes and towering sandstone cliffs, Kanab has served as the filming location for dozens of classic Western movies and TV shows. Though small, Kanab offers easy access to some of the country's most famous national parks, including Zion, Bryce Canyon, and the north rim of the Grand Canyon. With a population of around 4,800, the town has a friendly, laid-back vibe. Local museums and film set tours add a unique twist to its appeal. But perhaps the most unforgettable moment comes at sunset, when shades of orange and red seem to set the horizon ablaze, creating a scene that lingers in memory. Still in Utah, beyond this desert movie set town, lies another spot you can't skip, one that many consider an icon of the high desert. If you've ever been to Moab, or even just heard about it, you'll understand why. Moab is a small town with an outsized adventurous spirit. Surrounded by arches and Canyonlands national parks, it's a paradise for hikers, mountain bikers, off-road enthusiasts, and explorers of all kinds. Its streets are lined with outdoor gear shops, cafes, and local art galleries. Every spring and fall, the town fills with visitors drawn by the mild weather and the jaw-dropping beauty of its red rock landscapes. And just like that, we've reached our final stop, back in Colorado. It's easy to forget there's still one more town to add to the list, Fairplay. Sitting at over 9,000 feet above sea level, it's surrounded by wide-open meadows and the towering Rocky Mountains. Fairplay is best known for its South Park City Museum, a recreated Old West town that showcases the region's gold mining history. With a small population but a big community spirit, it's a peaceful retreat for travelers looking for fresh air, quiet landscapes, and a slower pace. In the end, exploring the Colorado Plateau isn't just about breathtaking views. It's about experiencing a way of life that moves at a gentler rhythm, far from the noise of big cities. Every town has its own way of winning you over, from dramatic scenery to warm local hospitality. These remote places remind us that beauty doesn't always live in the center of the crowd. Sometimes, it's the long roads and quiet paths that lead to the most unforgettable experiences.